welcome in. We're going to be doing all signs here for March 9th until the 15th. If you're watching the playback of this, everything will be timestamped down below in the comments, so you can just go straight to your zodiac sign. How's everybody doing? We're going to get started here. We're not going to waste any time. I already kept y'all waiting, so I appreciate y'all being patient with me. Let's jump in here. Let's start first with Aries. Also, I'll be doing super chat questions as well. I'm going to try to get through this reading in a with good timing, but if you're wanting to send a super chat question, I would make sure to get ahead of the line, so that way I can just start answering them after I get done with all the signs. How you doing? How's everybody? How you doing, Nicole, Roxy, Gypsy? Let's do it. Let's jump in here. Let's start first with Aries. What is the energy here for Aries this week? What's surrounding Aries this week? What is Aries up to this week? Aries. Be sure to watch y'all's weekly videos too. I talked about why I wove the astrology together with the reading in regards to what's going on this week. So be sure to check out your individual signs. I'll be doing Capricorn and Aquarius's and Pisces' video here soon. But let's do it. Aries, what do we got here for you this week? Oh shit. Deep, quiet, meditation, stillness, sky dancer, surrender. I see y'all deep in thought this week, Aries. Let's see here. Deep diver, diving into a task. All right, let's jump in. What do we got? Aries, what's going on for you this week? What do we got? Pulled in the hand, the universe is your partner here. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest here, Aries, believe it or not, even if you can't see it, whatever you've been asking for, praying for, hoping for, I really do get that the universe is trying to work with you here. So if you're feeling like negative or pessimistic, like you're not going to be able to get what it is that you want, have what it is that you want, I want to sabotage yourself here. Because you pulled this in the hand, the universe is your partner here. All right, let's see here. What is Aries? What is the energy here surrounding Aries for the week? I told you, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, the Magician for the overall energy. So God, source, the divine, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest here, Aries. I get you being in alignment here. So even if you think it's not working, it's working. What's in the current energy? Pull the Seven of Pentacles here. Yeah, you're patient. You're patient. Seven of Pentacles is one of those cards that says, is it worth it? I feel like you're seeing something is worth it. But ultimately with the Seven of Pentacles, it's something here that you're trying to basically grow. The results are coming along here. You know, I would look for feedback from the universe here this week, Aries. Because some of you aren't even, I don't think you see just what has manifested for you or what has unfolded for you. And it could be, maybe they're small things, but those small things could be significant. Or maybe they're subtle, but they could also be very loud. What's in the challenge? You have the Two of Cups here. I think for some of you, you're manifesting a partnership relationship, or the challenge this week is surrounding a relationship here. Now, if it's not in regards to a relationship here this week, Aries, then I get with this Two of Cups, this is your relationship to yourself, or they want to say your relationship to God, the divine, source, whatever it is that you want to call it, your higher self. Could be a combination of both here. So I get your challenge being you trying to get really into alignment with your desires if it's in regards to just like yourself. But having to kind of like work, having to be like you have to champion your own ideas here, or champion yourself. And I am doing reversals too, so all your cards are coming out upright. But if it's a relationship here, having to figure out what it is that you need to do in order for you to come into alignment with this relationship. Yeah, the Four of Cups reversed here in the future position here. If you have been in this energy here, Aries, this week of I don't get procrastination. I more so get kind of like the woe is me. I see you snapping out of that. So I'm not sure. I don't know why the woe is me just came to me. But the Four of Cups reversed, I see you snapping out of that here. I want to see if this is a missed opportunity possibly here, Aries. Let's take a look. What is your advice? And then we'll take a look at the outcome here. Hopefully you're not missing an opportunity. What's your advice? Yeah, the Devil reversed here. What's in the outcome here? You're going to wake up to the realization here of a couple different things, which I'm going to talk about here in a second. So give me one sec. What is in the outcome position here for Aries? You pulled the King of Swords here. One more. With the Five of Wands, clarify the Four of Cups reversed. You have the Knight of Cups upright. I knew it. So you're going to come to the realization here this week, Aries. I got two messages. Let's talk first about the first one. Your whole point this week is in regards to you trying to manifest. I'm gonna talk about the relationship part first. If you're trying to manifest a relationship here or bring things together with you and an individual here, I see you being, I would pay attention to like the signs or the subtleties. There could be things here really reflecting certain things to you in regards to a partnership, right? You have to feel into it with yourself, with your own intuition, have your own discernment when it comes to making choices here. But I see you snapping out of something here because the Devil reverse can realize like, oh, either I see what's been holding me back or what's been holding the situation back. And that could be whatever it is. But the Four of Cups reversed and the Knight of Cups upright here in the future position. Either you or someone here is going to be making advancements toward a person here, opening up emotionally. I feel like this is you, Aries, if I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like this is you because the Four of Cups reversed here is like you, especially Four of Cups reversed and the Devil reversed can signify like getting out of this energy of not paying attention or procrastination or just kind of sitting, not doing anything. But the King of Swords, Five of Wands here, you may have to resolve something here with this person. And it may kind of be, the Five of Wands is a little bit uncomfortable, but with the King of Swords being here, in regards to how you communicate in a situation, you'll be able to resolve the issue here. Because you do have the Magician upright, you have in the hand, the universe is your partner. So it's almost as if the divine is pushing something here together so you two can resolve something here. Now, that's if you're dealing with a person. If you're not dealing with a person here, I feel like this is talking about a person though. We'll get to the other stuff here. If you're not dealing with a person here, in regards to yourself, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, the Magician, I see you here realizing exactly where it is that your energy needs to go in order for you to either grow something, just to keep it simple, for you to manifest something here. And your challenge is yourself with the Two of Cups. It's like literally you against you. And I think you're waking up to the realization here of maybe where you've been holding yourself back in regards to really creating what it is that you want, whether it's not trusting in the process. This Mercury trine Jupiter, Mercury retrograde, Jupiter trine Jupiter is really allowing for you to see the bigger picture. Like Jupiter wants to establish a larger frame of reference. Mercury is the intellect and our thought process. So when those two come together, it's like you're able to process and see the bigger picture and realize, oh, okay, I see what it is I need to do. Jupiter goes direct tomorrow. Mercury is still retrograde. So there still is this needing to figure it out. But the best example I can give you is, like, let's just say, for instance, that like your family member is coming into town. I'm just giving you an example. Like your family member is coming into town. And you don't know when they're coming into town. You just know they're coming into town. Well, they call you and they're like, hey, I'm in town. So it's like, that's that Mercury trine Jupiter is like you getting like the information of like, okay, I see. Okay, you're here. Good. Like whatever. We'll catch up, whatever the case might be. But then it's like with the Mercury retrogrades, with Mercury still retrograding, it's this energy of, well, I still have to figure out how I'm going to figure out my schedule and put this all together. So I'm going to have to get back to you. But the good thing is like you figured out like that they're in town. You get what I'm saying? Wasn't the best example, but it's an example. But I think it's you against you. And a lot of you're going to be realizing where you've been holding yourself back. And I think it's in regards to like having to be emotionally vulnerable or just needing to yield more, surrender more, and trust yourself. Jupiter has a lot to deal with trust, faith, and expecting for good things to happen. So I'm seeing you here like King of Swords in the outcome, Five of Wands. You're doing something here to... It's like you're addressing problems at the root. It's like you're no longer like ignoring them. If there's anything that you have to do for yourself in order for you to get what it is that you want, you're going to have to like, you're figuring out like problems here. But they're not bad problems. They're just what's been in the way that's been causing that kind of woe is me. All right, let's do Taurus. I'd highly recommend y'all watch y'all's individual signs, because I talked more about the astrology this week. All right, let's do Taurus. Taurus. But I see you like coming to the realization of something, Aries. I don't know. So you snapping out of like the woe is me, or I'm not sure. Taurus. Let's actually start first with the Oracle cards. How y'all doing? Y'all be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you're in here. For the ones that already hit the thumbs up button, I appreciate it. Let's do Taurus here. Is this live? Yeah, this is live. We're live. What is the overall energy for Taurus? You pulled Skywriting the Fates here. Something faded. Mars is conjuncting that North Node this week. You also pulled this Crown Games card. It says right use of power here. What's going on with Taurus this week? Pisces, Aries, Taurus. What is the overall energy here for Taurus this week? Something's playing out for you. What's the overall energy for Taurus? Pull the Ace of Cups reversed here. You are definitely not feeling satisfied. Let's see here, Taurus. Nicole, did I do your reading, Nicole? By the way, I'm getting to all the readings, so if you're waiting on your reading, I'm sending them. I got you. Nicole, I think I may have already done your reading. I sent it to you. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'll double check after the stream, but what's in your current energy? The Fool card reversed here. What's in the challenge for Taurus this week? The Star card reversed. What's in the future position? The Three of Wands reversed. If there's been any delays or setbacks here, or what you think is a delay or setback, it may genuinely be one, but let's see. Ten of Wands upright as the advice. What's in the outcome? The Nine of Cups here. It'll be all right, though. I'm going to say this. Some of you may feel... I'm not trying to offend you, but maybe you do feel like a fool here with the Fool card reversed. If you don't feel that way, don't take that. But I want to say here with this Ace of Cups reversed, and you have the Star card reversed here in the challenge. I see you trying to keep the hope alive here, Taurus, this week. Something that you're trying to keep the hope around, or hope alive, but the Star card reversed is feeling as if there's external events or things going on or things that have happened to where you feel, to where it's kind of, let me get some coffee. I feel like you're losing hope. Or your expectations are, you're not so hopeful when it comes to expectations. Some of you could be healing your Ace of Cups reversed, Star card reversed. All right, here's what I get. The main message here, you pulled this Skywriting the Fates here, and then you have the Star card, which is very connected to fate, like fated energy. If there's been any delays, setbacks, or you're just feeling as if like things aren't coming together, you know, the ideal way you've been wanting it to come together, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. I feel like it will happen here, or the energy will shift here for you with the Nine of Cups being in the outcome position here. But I'm getting you like you feeling like it's hard to see the future here. Like it's hard. You're trying to figure out and see the larger picture here of things. Your advice is the Ten of Wands upright. You have a choice. You can continue on, or you can quit. But I feel like you kind of can't quit here. Towards like you have to continue on. It's like you have to carry on here. So Ten of Wands is like, it's just a burden that comes with this whole situation that you're dealing with. And it may feel like a lot, or it may feel heavy. But I get that there's a bigger reason for it. And you may be like, yeah, okay, Austin, is what they all say. But there's a bigger reason for it. And I feel you actually may see that reason, but whether it's this week or next week. Because this whole Mercury trine Jupiter energy and then Jupiter going direct, it's like Jupiter, even though Jupiter just went direct, it's going to station direct, there's no speed to it, right? So it's like, yeah, Jupiter's coming back online, but it's not just like all this abundance and luck is just going to hit like that. Like the planet needs momentum. But this Mercury trine Jupiter that just happened today, like early today, it's like it's establishing a larger frame of reference for you to be able to see the bigger picture. But it can still feel quite confusing with both planets being retrograde. But if you're still enough, if you're silent enough, if you're observant enough with this Pisces Cancer energy, and you tune in emotionally, intuitively, you'll kind of see the bigger picture, or you'll be able to feel into what the bigger picture is. But you may not still have it all figured out. And that's what I kind of get here in your readings. Like you're still trying to figure out this whole bigger picture here. Some of you could be in regards to like a move, traveling here. It's going to happen with the Nine of Cups being in the outcome position. But this could be the week to where it's like there's a lot of work that you're having to do. And it's like you're trying to figure things out. You maybe don't feel settled. I also get this energy of like you feeling uncomfortable. I'm not sure what that's about. Like something's making you uncomfortable here. Why this Three of Wands reversed in the future? The Queen of Pentacles reversed. Some of you, it's like travel possibly related to like work. If it's not that, what's this Nine of Cups upright? The King of Pentacles. It's gonna happen for you. But I get here like this week, you can see either delays or you're experiencing instability. Things aren't kind of on solid ground here. Kind of get this wobbly kind of energy here. Kind of reminds me of like Uranus and Taurus type of, Uranus is in your sign. Now, if you're not dealing with work and travel here this week, Three of Wands reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Three of Wands is like reverse is like a lack of foresight. It's hard to see kind of the bigger picture of things. That's really what the Three of Wands is. And possibly like what to do with work and career, money and stuff like that. Or to hell, even what to do with yourself, you know what I mean? Like Queen of Pentacles. But I think things are going to go in your favor. It's just right now, it may not feel that way. Even when Jupiter stations direct, like right when it's like retro, like right when it stations direct, all planets, it can kind of just feel like that planet is just floating. Like the energy there is like blocked for some reason. Like there's a shift and a difference, but you can feel like the energy's still like stuck for some reason. And with Jupiter, it has a lot to do with like faith and trust. So like you're really being pushed to keep the faith and the trust while Jupiter starts to pick up speed. But I do see you getting what it is that you want ultimately. Nine of Cups upright, King of Pentacles reversed. And things working out the way, it might not be the way you expect, but it's going to work out the way it's supposed to work out. But I still see that you get what it is that you want. So let's do Geminis. Geminis, how y'all doing? Gemini. How do you get from point A to point B? I think at this time, with Mercury retrograde in Pisces, Mars on the North Node in Pisces, you have to navigate things psychically. Not that you literally have to be psychic, but Pisces deals with intuition, impressions, right? Impressionability, synchronicity. Like it's more subtle You have to be in tune with your inner world. And I think that the hardest thing about Pisces energy, especially when it's not the easiest, is like you have to constantly kind of give relevant meaning to your experiences or to an experience that you're going through, because it's always changing. And so it requires like your awareness to be able to feel in and see and to understand, like, well, okay, what's going on? What is this? Pisces has a lot to do with research, so it does with contemplation, introspection, reflection. You have to intuitively feel in, engage things. Whether it's like you needing to get deep in your awareness around a situation, whatever it is. But it doesn't have to be to where it's like, oh, let me just meditate about it. Like, it could be like, no, I need to call this person. I need to set up this appointment. I need to look more into finding what this is. But it's this continuation, like, search with Pisces, because there's no bottom until you gain proper awareness around everything. All right. Geminis, what's your energy here this week? You pulled Well Song Resonating here. Horn Cactus, Resourcefulness here. I'll listen to your intuition. One message I'm getting here. Listen to what your intuition is saying, especially when it comes to whether it's spending money. It could be spending money or things dealing with like your resources, finances. I don't know why I get that here for you, Gemini. Also seeing something about like your voice as well. I'm not sure that I get a message here about your voice. Some of you may have a very commanding voice, or some of you could be singers, artists. Something about your voice. Your voice could be very influential, and you may be noticing that here this week. If you don't know, now you know. All right, let's see. What is the energy here for Geminis this week? Two of Cups upright. Oh, Two of Cups. Let's see. Two of Cups for Gemini. What's in the current energy here for Geminis? Jim Bean. The Fool card. Some of you may have Aries placements because they pulled the Fool card reverse. You don't have to though. What is in the challenge here? Queen of Wands reverse. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. What's in the future? Two of Pentacles upright. I actually really like this reading. I don't know why I get like a funny energy off of this. Some of you may be really cracking jokes here with someone this week. Or a situation is going to turn out to be kind of funny. I don't know. I'm getting like humor off this. Maybe Geminis are pretty funny though. This wasn't the outcome. The Chariot. I'm also seeing travels for you in the future. Two of Pentacles upright. The Chariot in the outcome. It's coming out a lot, but Jupiter's in the mix here, right? This week, Jupiter goes direct. Mercury already trying Jupiter, so Jupiter does deal with travels and all that type of stuff. Expanding your horizons. Also a lot of energy on the North Node, so. I'm seeing you being more carefree this week, Gemini. I will say this because I do see you in a very carefree, spontaneous, lighthearted energy, kind of in your mercurial vibe here, Gemini. You could, how do I say this? There's a couple different messages here, but I would, how do I say it? Clarify this Queen of Wands reverse. The Four of Pentacles. I feel here, I would be, because I kind of see you getting, I see you getting attention here from people, Gemini. Like I see you in this very carefree, spontaneous energy. But I'm trying to decipher how I'm going to say this. Basically, I want to, because I see you getting attention, but I want to just be getting attention for attention's sake here. I'm not saying anything bad is going to happen, but I kind of do see you in that vibe here, Gemini. Like, I don't know if you just want attention or like if you're trying to get attention. All right, let's back up here. The overall message here that I get here, I do get something about a relationship here. So if you're dealing with a relationship with the Two of Cups upright for the overall energy, I think some of you, it's about kind of needing to be, not to take things so serious. Queen of Wands reversed, Four of Pentacles upright in the challenge. I feel like it's this energy of not taking things too serious. Nine of Wands reversed as the advice, which could be needing to like trust more. But I'm seeing you do that though with the full card up right here in the current energy. So I'm seeing you trust yourself more here when it comes to either relationship. Now this could be with yourself, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But this Two of Pentacles here, I see you trusting yourself here to make decisions. I'm not sure what you're doing, but I feel like you're doing something spontaneous here, or you're stepping outside your comfort zone, or you're just being more carefree. The Nine of Wands reversed as your advice is you don't always have to have your guard up or be kind of paranoid or have distrust. So I'm seeing you kind of get out of that energy here. Two of Pentacles upright, you're making changes here, or things are starting to change. I'm gonna clarify this in a moment, but the Chariot being in the outcome position, like I said, this could be travels for some of you. But it's just you being able to move forward. I think one thing that's been blocking you is maybe like yourself. Maybe there was external situations going on, but I'm seeing you not letting those things affect you here, basically. I'm going to get to the other message here. Clarify the Two of Pentacles in the future. The Ace of Swords. Even though you don't have all the clarity, right? Ace of Swords reverse. And you're not going to, still with Mercury retrograde in Pisces. There's a bigger picture you'll see and understand with the Mercury-Jupiter trine that just happened. But because both are retrograde, but Jupiter comes direct, Mercury's still retrograde. It's like they're still trying to process and figure things out. With it being in Pisces, it's still a little bit confusing. But there's enough for you to be able to be like, to see or understand here, I get Gemini, about what changes you need to make. I'm also seeing you here having to be really flexible. It's like you're kind of having to be very adaptable, which you're very good at, Gemini. But all in all, I feel like you're accomplishing what it is that you want here. So you're going to be feeling like you're moving forward and you're not stuck. Now, the other message that I got here, if you're dealing with, did I already touch base on that? I did, right? If you're dealing with a person here, I feel like you're being encouraged here to not be so rigid in a situation. Or just, and I'm not saying you're like being rigid, like there's some rigidity in the situation. So I'm not sure if you're going to try something different. Like if you know, like if you already know this person, right? You two may make spontaneous plans to like travel or like hang out, whatever the case might be. It requires like adaptability here. Now, this doesn't have to be love. This could be any relationship. But if it is you that's being too rigid, I feel like you're being more spontaneous and more carefree here this week, to where you're allowing yourself to be flexible to Two of Pentacles in the future. And you feel like you don't really need to know everything, but just kind of go with the vibe and the flow of things. And I feel like it'll be something that's successful here. So clarify the Chariot and the outcome. You have the Eight of Swords reversed. Yeah, getting out of your own way, getting out of your head. But sometimes clarity comes through movement. It doesn't just show up, right? And I think that's what's happening here. I see you really in tune, getting in tune with your intuition also. Two of Cups upright. To where you're going to be trusting your, the Fool card is that it's the impulse, right? To go beyond what you've done before, do something new or spontaneous, to leap into a new experience here. So maybe somebody's like a new person that you could be talking to. It doesn't have to be, but it's a new experience, like something new that's unfolding. Or you taking a leap of faith. Trying something different, doing something different. Even if you don't have all the answers, I feel like you're trusting yourself. But the answers come through movement, the Chariot upright, Eight of Swords reverse. So that's what I got for you, Gemini. Let's go to Cancers. What do we got for Cancers here? Cancer. What do we got for Cancers here? What's the energy here surrounding Cancer here this week? Overall energy for Cancer. Fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. I also have this covenant, sacred contract. So some of you, there could be like a contract coming your way, something about a contract. We pulled this Fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. So this is like, you know, it's the wheel of fortune basically. Jupiter does go direct in your sign, Cancer. So you will probably start to experience more luck or just more, honestly, more positivity, Jupiter. Growth, expansion. More faith and trust in the larger picture of things. Opportunities, though, coming your way. Some of you, there could be an opportunity. I do pick up something about a contract. So I don't know if there's like a new contract or something about a contract here. What's in your 8th house? Aquarius, Pluto's there. So it could be something. What's the overall energy for Cancer? The Page of Pentacles reversed here. What's the current energy for Cancer? You have the 3 of Wands. What's the challenge here? Strength card reversed. What's in the out or future position? 7 of Pentacles reversed. What's the advice here? The High Priestess reversed. You're going to see very clearly this week, Cancer, that something is just not worth the investment. It's not worth it. But I feel it's like in a good way that you're seeing this. Because right now, 3 of Wands being in your current energy, doesn't surprise me. 3 of Wands is about looking out on the horizon, but just being able to see the bigger picture. You could be waiting for your ships to come in here. Right, that's the 3 of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. But it's really you seeing the bigger picture here, which is that Mercury-Jupiter trine happening in your sign. No, I'm not trying to rhyme. It just happens every time. Oh, man. I'm so corny, I know. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles reversed here for the overall energy. 7 of Pentacles reversed in the future. You're going to see like something's just not worth the investment here anymore. I think you're going to realize it's not worth your time and your energy and your effort. You have the 2 of Cups reversed in the outcome position. This could be in regards to a relationship here. But it doesn't have to be. It can just be really, it could really be anything, honestly. It could really be anything. Because you're no longer trying to control a situation anymore. If it's not working, it's not working. You can't force things. And there's a reason why it's not working. Because the strength reverse is like trying to control and force things. It's like you're not using your strength properly. Or you're realizing this would not be the proper, I wouldn't be using my power properly here. I'd be trying to like force things and it's just going to work against you. The High Priestess reversed is the advice here. It's like having to, I get that you're just seeing the reality of something. You're just seeing the reality of it. King of Swords reversed in the or at the bottom of the deck. You're just seeing clearly that something's not worth the investment. Give me 1 second, hold on. My bad, y'all. You're no longer waiting either. High Priestess reverses the advice. Don't wait anymore. It's not working. It's not working. It's not worth it. What else? What is this? Galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. You're just seeing through the veil. So when I say seeing through the veil, basically what I mean is you have sight, right? Like you can just see that something's not going to work. You don't literally have to be psychic. It's just an intuitive knowing. Why the 7 of Pentacles reversed in the future. The Moon card. Why the 2 of Cups reversed in the outcome. 9 of Swords reversed. Because I just get that you're not going to stress about something here anymore. It's like it's been affecting you psychologically, emotionally. 7 of Pentacles reversed with the Moon card upright here. Shrooms, yeah, that's why I left. Oh, shit. Yeah, something's just not what it really is, and I think you're really gonna see it. Also, if there's been anything that's delayed here, some things you may feel like are outside of your control anyways. So it's like you may feel there's things delayed here. You're having to wait for things to kind of get resolved. It's taking a long time. That's what I'm getting here for you, Cancer. Seven of Pentacles reversed, the Moon card upright though in the future position. Not all is what it seems. So you have to really look deeper at something. Don't take things as superficial. This is the week you'll see straight through things being superficial is what I get. I mean, Venus is trining Pluto right now, so or sextiling Pluto, so anything that is superficial is like really being kind of cut out, or just being, it's just very apparent. Like if you're in a relationship that's superficial, Venus sextile Pluto will show you right away. Because you'll be more attracted to someone else or something else, right? So. All right, let's do Leos. Okay. If it's something work and career related and dealing with investments, Cancer, you may see that there's no growth in it. So it's like either you're gonna change something or let go of something. Let's do Leos here. What do we got for Leos? Leos. Actually, we'll start with the Oracle here. Let me actually fix this camera here. Oh, I forgot it's not working. I don't know why. What the fuck? Mercury retrograde. Leo. What is the energy surrounding Leo here for the week? Y'all be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me, please. Let's see if we can get this video circulating some more. For the ones, again, if you've already pressed the like button, thank you. What do we got for Leos? What is the energy here surrounding the lions? Yeah, let's see. Pull beloved radical acceptance here. Some of you are finding really deep self-love for yourself. But also if you're dealing with a relationship, partnership, or a person here, there's something about accepting someone for who they really are. Like loving them unconditionally. That's beloved, right? Radical acceptance. I'm also seeing you want to... Well, let me pull the full spread first. What is this name? Some of y'all's like, y'all's hearts are like on fire, whether it's for a person or whether it's like for life. Or more passion you're experiencing. It doesn't have to be with a person. It can be with anything. It could be your work. It could be yourself. You know what I'm saying? What is the overall energy here for Leo this week? Six of Wands upright here. Well, it ain't a Leo reading if there ain't no Six of Wands. Leo. I get you being praised here this week, but not like in an arrogant way, like I need the praise. But because it's upright, Six of Wands is upright. So like for instance, I got a couple of different messages. I just want to pull the full spread first, and then I'll talk about it. I think Jupiter coming direct in Leo's 12th houses probably has something to do with that. Let's see, what's in the current energy here? The Star card reversed. What's in the challenge here? 9 of Wands reversed. I feel like you're trying to be optimistic and positive and hopeful. Well, Leo. Kathleen, I'm gonna need you to chill out. I've been taking note of you since the beginning of the video. Something's delayed here. It's delayed. Yeah, I did Aries. It's at the very beginning. What's up, Amina? How you doing? Something's delayed, but I feel like it's gonna move forward here. So if there's something here that you're waiting on, whether it is some type of acceptance, maybe you applied to something, or maybe you're just waiting for something, it's probably a delay, but I do see it being accepted here. The reason why I say that is the Ace of Pentacles reversed in the future, 8 of Wands in the outcome. So it will move forward, especially with the 6 of Wands ruling the reading. So that's the first message I got here this week. But back to what I was saying here. Star card reversed is in your current energy here. You may be having, it's like you're losing hope, or you're trying to keep the hope alive. You're trying to be faithful here, Leo. But it's hard for you to see the bigger picture of things. The 6 of Wands is ruling the reading, so I feel like this week overall will be a successful week. I feel like for the most part, I think you've come to accept that you're not going to be able to know everything and be able to understand everything. It's like, yeah, maybe it's like it's hard for you to trust the process of something or to have faith in the process of something here. But I feel like you're being encouraged here not to give up. 9 of Wands reversed as the challenge, and the Ace of Wands is the advice. So even if you feel tired, exhausted, 6 of Wands has a lot to do with leadership. You have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, which is also signifying authority. 6 of Wands, like you could have an influence, a following. You could be just a manager, or like you're in a position of authority here in your life to where people rely on you. And so even if you're tired, whatever the case might be, it's like you still have to put in the energy and the effort and move forward, even if you're not, even if you are losing trust or faith in the bigger picture of things, or you can't see the larger reference of everything. But the Ace of Pentacles reversed here, something could be delayed this week, or it's not happening as fast as you would like, but I'm telling you, with the 8 of Wands being in the outcome, it's going to move forward. So something is going to happen. There's going to be either a catalyst of an event that moves things forward really quickly, or it just pushes things forward is what I'm getting here. Ace of Wands, though, you have to stick with the process, though. Like you may have to start it. Ace of Wands, you have to kind of keep it going here. Or you may have to start something. And maybe it won't. That's the only way with this Ace of Pentacles is going to be able to come together the way you want with the Ace of Pentacles reverse, or it's going to turn into what it is that you want. But if something's just delayed and it's outside of your control here, it will move forward with the 8 of Wands. So like if you apply to something, maybe there's a delay. Or if like you're waiting for an answer, maybe there's a delay. But the 8 of Wands, like there will be some forward movement here. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles here, reversed in the future position for Leos. The Tower reversed. Knight of Wands reversed. High Priestess reversed. I get you just kind of being impatient about something here, Leo. I feel like something's kind of... I see you just being impatient. Knight of Wands reversed. The Tower is like you could be expecting the worst. I think things will be all right here. I'm also getting, if there's anything that you need to do, I would get started with it. Maybe you're kind of realizing like I need to fix something, or I need to either I need to fix something, or I need to like really look into something, really do something. I would do it because I'm kind of getting you here. You're kind of walking a threshold, like a tightrope here, Leo. So if there's anything you need to do, I would do it. Like I want to wait. Ace of Wands is the advice, so you're gonna have to like start the process or do something. But as soon as you do it, it's like everything's fine. Eight of Wands in the outcome. What's this Eight of Wands? The Hermit. Yeah, it's like you're gonna get answers, or things are just gonna move forward here. You're gonna be able to see and understand more deeper the situation, the Hermit. Some of you may not be going through the easiest time right now, but I still feel, I mean, Leo's, the sun's dignified in Leo, so, and I'm not trying to gas you up, Leo, or maybe you need to be gassed up a little bit, that you have the strength, because everything revolves around the sun, right? So, like symbolically, I'm speaking, that you're the central anchor of a lot, like, the sun is the central anchor in our solar system. So even when you feel like you're going through a lot, it's like your soul can handle it. It's what you're built for. So maybe there's a lot that you feel, or maybe it's just a heaviness that you feel, whatever. It doesn't even have to be a heaviness, but there's just a lot going on. And it's like you're trying to keep order with everything and you're trying to move forward with things. I think you have the strength basically to persevere. That Nine of Wands reversed and the challenge, and then the Ace of Cups the Ace of Wands is the advice. Even if things are delayed or it's not happening as fast as you would want, or there's just things that you're having to like adjust and change, you'll be able to handle it. Six of Wands is upright, Eight of Wands in the outcome. It may be moving slow, but once it starts moving, it starts moving. All right, let's do Virgos. What do we got for Virgos? All right, Virgos. I see some of y'all are just tired. I don't know what's going on with y'all. What's the overall energy for Virgos? Not today. Let's see. Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. If you have Aries, was it Aries or was it Taurus? Who got the Fool card? No, it was a Gemini. I can't remember. Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. Did you make a mistake? Or did you do something that you regretted, Virgo? Are you being too hard on yourself, Virgo? Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. What's the overall energy here for Virgo? Five of Wands upright. Frustration. Challenge. Conflict. See something frustrating you. Ten of Swords reversed. Yeah, I feel like it's because it's like the same experience that you keep experiencing, whether it's people or in a situation. I'm also getting a message here as well. Where you're the Magician in the challenge. You could be being too hard on yourself too, Virgo. Like maybe because Ten of Swords reverse is like, it can be carrying something like for a long time. It's whatever it is like you could be, it's like the subconscious, unconscious blocks that you may have in a situation that keeps causing the same situation to happen. And you could just be fed up, Five of Wands upright, Ten of Swords reverse. So you keep experiencing the same thing, or it's the same thing, different day. Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. So you're tired of it. The Magician in the challenge, you're trying to find solutions. What's in the future position here? What's in the future position? Oh, better go. Three of Swords, god damn. I shouldn't use the Lord's name in vain like that. But damn. Yeah, this is heartbreaking. You feel situation's unfair here. What's the advice here for Virgos? The moon reverse, having to look at the reality of the situation. It's like the reality itself of a situation is just heartbreaking itself. You may feel like a fool, or you may feel like, why did I do this? Why is this happening? I don't know if you made a mistake, or you feel like you made a mistake, or it's just a situation is, it doesn't have to be that, but a situation is, it's breaking your heart. What's in the outcome? 9 of Swords reversed here. Lord, what is going on? No, Virgo, what's going on? The High Priestess. You're keeping a lot to yourself here. I also see you withdrawing here. You could be dealing with passive-aggressive energy, too. Like the shadow side of Pisces, like Mars and Pisces. Or just Pisces energy in general. Especially Mars and Pisces. It could be like passive-aggressiveness. And it's in your 7th house of relationships, right? Pisces. So, yeah, it's like in your relationships, you could be experiencing, whether it's passive-aggressiveness or just... Also, Pisces deals with silence. So it's like anger that's just silently there. I do see you becoming more clear about the situation. I think ultimately what you're going to do is withdraw from the situation. 9 of Swords reversed, the High Priestess, and kind of retreat. There's nothing wrong with retreating for a bit. Like sometimes it's good to retreat when it comes to arguments, fights, battles, because you can make situations worse. But I think you're seeing the reality. You're trying to figure out solutions here. Something's breaking your heart, though. 3 of Swords. It's just the reality of a situation breaks your heart. 10 of Pentacles. Some of you it's with family. 10 of Pentacles. Or it's your living situation, home situation. It's like you're kind of staying silent about it, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, or some of you it's like it could be a relationship here. Why the moon has the advice. You have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you have to look. You have to make decisions. It's like you can't kind of stay in the fantasy of something anymore. It's like you kind of have to really not stay silent about something anymore. It's like you kind of need to do something. I'll pull you one more card, then we're going to go to Libra here. I love how I say I'm going to get to do this in a timely manner, and it's like I'm halfway through and it's an hour. Yeah, you pull this heart, home, compassion. So it could be something dealing with family or the home. But also you just trying to find resolution in the situation with the Magician. And the situation does need compassion. I think that's the one thing about, you know, the lesson of Pisces is compassion and empathy. Needing to be able to like listen or see different perspectives and angles. You have to see things outside of your own perspective. So maybe that's the challenge in the whole situation. But I kind of see you retreating here. And maybe needing some time to really think through things. Or just to kind of sit with stillness and silence and to kind of listen to what it is that you need to do next. Another one, the best read, but I at least feel like you'll get more clarity in the situation. Virgo. All right, let's do Libra. Damn, what's going on, Virgo? But it is Mercury retrograding on top of Mars this week on the 15th. Right? With that North node sort of 2 degrees away. So it's amplified, it's even more intense. So things dealing with communication and talking things through, especially for you, Virgo, in your 7th house relationships. Mercury retrograde is like you can assume or project, or communication is blurred. Mars is hard to decipher someone's actions. On top of that, Mercury retrograde. It could be passive aggressiveness, stillness, weaponized, right? It's a lot of different things. Or it can be assumptions, confusion. But sometimes the best thing you can do with Pisces energy is sometimes less is more. All right, let's do Libra. All right. You got Netcaster preparations come to fruition here. So Whatever it is you've been casting your net out to. Let's see here. Maybe it is coming to fruition. Maybe it's going to come to fruition. Let's see. What's going on with Libras here this week? Libras. What's going on with Libras? Overall energy for Libra, the Hermit. See some of you at home a lot this week in your own world with the Hermit. I don't know why I get this message, but I'm gonna say it. Some of you may feel like you're getting older, or you just feel old. I'm not calling you old, but you just feel old. Like you may feel old. I'm not calling you old, but maybe you are realizing you're like, fuck, I'm getting older, man. Oh, Libra. I see some of y'all at home a lot though this week. All right. Temperance reversed. Well, this will be the preparations that you're trying to do here, but having a hard time. You know, sometimes reversals aren't always necessarily negative, like negative, but they're not positive as well. Like they're not the most positive. They can be, some can. But like the temperance reversed here, you're having it feels like you're having a difficult time here with some things. Like you're trying to find, you're trying to make something easier is what I feel. You're trying to make something easier for yourself. Now, if you're working on something here, it's like maybe you're having a hard time synergizing everything, getting everything to work together here. So you're trying to work out the differences, basically. Let's see what's in the challenge here. You have the Ace of Wands. Could be your energy levels as well. Ace of Wands. Something needs more fire. Which would be like energy and power, but that's the challenge. What's in the future? What's the future position for Libras? Yeah, the Five of Swords reversed here. You're going to give up, what's this about, Five of Swords reversed? You're going to see something's not worth, what is this about? The Two of Cups here. I think you're going to give up here. Or you may feel like you're on the losing end of a situation here, whether it's like a partnership, relationship here. I have two messages here I'm about to get to here in a moment. Because I do have this other message coming through. Some of you may feel like you're on the losing end of a situation for whatever reason, but the Five of Swords reversed, Two of Cups reversed is like not being able to get on the same page as a person, or there's a lack of resolution between you and a person, lack of a disconnect in regards to a relationship. So you could be withdrawing here this week, the Hermit, and kind of just being in your own world. Now, I do have a particular message in regards to yourself here. If you're not dealing with the person, and maybe it could be both, but if it's just you here in a situation, like it's just about you, I think you're having to like make adjustments here, and whatever the adjustments are, they've been difficult. And so I see with this Hermit, this is like you like needing time here to figure things out, whether, you know, because the Hermit is about kind of going off and being by yourself. So it's like you going off, being by yourself, or you just kind of being by yourself. Like I said, some of you could be at home a lot this week, or you can just be in your own little world here, trying to like make adjustments here. Especially, it could be, some of you just may feel fucking tired too. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But I'm seeing you, but my point with this, the Five of Swords, Two of Cups reversed, both of them in the future position. I just see you feeling like a lot of things aren't worth your time and energy. Because I feel like you're trying to get yourself together here, or something like that, Libra. Because Two of Cups reversed is like, personally, it's just like you're not filling up to par. Whether you're tired, you're drained. What's the advice? I'm seeing some of y'all change plans here as well, or like cancel something. What's the advice for Libra? We're going to go to the outcome. Six of Pentacles reversed. If it's not worth the time, energy, and investment, don't give your time and energy to it. If you're dealing with a breadcrumbing situation, like, I would just cut this person off. Because if you want to know if they're breadcrumbing you, like, you know, if they're like, they only text you a little bit or they only call you a little bit, whatever the case might be, I think you'll realize it and you'll cut the situation off, or you'll just disengage from it. What's in the outcome position here? Yeah, the Page of Wands reversed. I'm saying this is a week here. The Lovers upright. What is this Page of Wands reversed though? The Six of Cups. Can I say something, Libra? If you're talking to a person right now, I have so many messages here. We're going to hit all timelines here. But the first message I got here is, if you're dealing with a person here, you could be trying to I don't know if they're trying to reconcile with you. Like, this is somebody that you're already with. I feel like it's somebody that you're already with, talking to. Some of y'all are breaking up with this person, or you're going to break up with this person. And there's someone else here, the Lovers and the Six of Cups, Page of Wands reversed, that's going to be in your energy. So hopefully I didn't start no drama for the Libra fucking cross watchers, but yeah. That's one message that I get. Because I don't think it's like the attraction's not there. Ace of Wands in the channel. The attraction's not there. It's not there. You're attracted to someone else, I feel. Or someone is. That's not all of you, so only take that with a grain of salt. The other message I get here is, if it's just you, yourself here, I feel like you're going to be withdrawing because you pull this preparation has come to fruition. So the main thing with this whole reading is you're going to take time and space here to yourself to make adjustments in your life, is what it feels like to me, Libra. Because because some things are out of balance here and it's affecting your energy levels, or like maybe you just don't feel energetic. There's something like that. It's like you just don't kind of have that energy. Ace of Wands in the challenge. Six of Pentacles reversed, like you pulling out of things that are kind of taking your energy away, or you're just realizing like, I can't do that, I can't do this. Five of Swords reversed, Two of Cups reversed, like you're really having to prioritize yourself. Page of Wands reversed is like you're getting your energy back. Lovers, Six of Cups here. There could be like a friend, a family member here that you could be talking to this week, or somebody of significance here that could be kind of there for you for support. This is like the non-love read that I'm doing. I just touched on the love read. Now, if you're dealing with a situation and there's not another person here involved, I don't know why I get that, Libra. I just fucking do. And it's just you and that person. Y'all will make it up. Y'all will resolve the situation. The Page of Wands reversed, Lovers, Six of Cups. Lovers, Six of Cups. There's apologies, forgiveness, temperance would be the reconciliation that's trying to happen in the situation. That's what I got for you, Libra. Let's go to Scorpio. I'm just telling the truth. I know the crosswatch are probably mad at me. Man, fuck this motherfucker. Oh, man. That's all right. All right, let's do... oh, my God. Let's do Scorpios. Pull this hollow bone card. Now, obviously, there's more to your situation, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. It's Pisces energy, so even if I'm reading a situation, reading energy, it just there's always more context than I know, but you know. So it's like you just have to marinate on the message and see how it applies. Scorpio, hollow bone teachability here. I want to be stubborn this week, Scorpio. I feel like the more open and receptive you are to learning things or being teachable, the better. Now, some of you could be teachers and you're going to be teaching other people here. Or maybe you're like a guide, mentor, or you have influence, Scorpio. There's something here that you can learn, though. Let's see, what is this about for? What is this about for Scorpio? Ten of Wands upright here. Got a lot on your plate, Scorpio. Carrying burdens. What's the current energy for Scorpio? You have the Eight of Cups here. You're walking away from a situation, and it doesn't have to be something dramatic, but it can be at the same time. Eight of Cups is just, you're in a period of transition. You haven't really gotten where it is that you want to go. So sometimes you may be drifting, you're kind of wandering, but you're walking in a new direction, or you're at least open and receptive to a new direction, and kind of letting go of being rigid, I feel. Ten of Wands for the overall energy, although it's like there's a lot here that I feel like you're doing, or you just, you feeling the burden of things. Let's see what's in the challenge. Scorpios, what's the challenge here for Scorpios? The King of Cups reversed. I kind of feel like this is you, Scorpio. You may not know if you really want to. Your loyalty is being tested, not like literally, like if you're dealing with a relationship. It's more so like having to stay devoted to the path. But the Ten of Wands it could feel heavy at times. Now, some of you could be dealing with a water sign, if it is a person. You have the Tower reversed. I'm going to clarify this. Judgment reversed want to come out as well. What's in the future for Scorpio? You have the Two of Pentacles reversed. Damn, what's the advice? What's the advice here? The Chariot reverse is the advice. Hierophant upright. What direction do you really want to take things is what I get this week for you, Scorpio. Because I'm getting you here, you're in a period of transition, or yeah, it feels like you're in a period of transition. The King of Cups reverses. I see you needing to center yourself emotionally here, spiritually. I'm not saying you're all out of control. That's not what I'm trying to say. I think one thing about Pisces is like sometimes we can get lost and confused because, well, Pisces just deals with confusion in the shadow side. Because what Pisces wants you to do is like it wants you to give relevant meaning to your situations. And so when you don't have the meaning of things, things feel meaningless. And then you feel confused. And then you feel like, what's the point? And then you lose your emotional center. That's why you pulled this teachability card. It's like you may have to learn something here that, I'm just being honest with you, Scorpio. You may have to like learn something here or like look more deeper into something here. Because the Chariot reversed as the advice would be that otherwise you're just going to be swerving all over the damn place. This is the message that I get here. The Tower reversed, Two of Pentacles. It's like I'm almost seeing you here this week trying. I don't know if there's like a fear here, Scorpio. I'm not sure. It's like, and this may not make sense right now. This could play out during the week. But the Tower reverse is like trying to avoid disasters that maybe sometimes aren't there. Because the Two of Pentacles reversed. Or sorry, with the Two of Pentacles reversed. Could be trying to control too many things, trying to do too many things. What is in the outcome here for Scorpio? The World card reversed. In the World. Four Swords here. I think there's something here that you're waiting on. So if you're waiting on something, you still may be waiting this week. But I feel like you're okay with waiting at the same time. Scorpio, you're okay with the wait. Maybe you're waiting for something to be finalized, or you're trying to wrap something up, complete something here. I feel like a lot of you Scorpios you're going to be very, like, you have a lot on your plate this week. For one, 10 of Wands is like you're having to finish something, get to the finish line here. You may feel like you have a lot on your plate. You feel like you have burdens, but it's the burden of choice here. I feel like it's like you're willing to, because you're going forward here with the 10 of Wands. Like you keep doing what it is that you're doing. So 10 of Wands is like you're committing to a path or a direction or to an outcome. And you may feel sometimes like you're drifting and wandering. King of Cups, you may be wondering sometimes, is this emotionally even worth it? You may feel emotionally ungrounded at this time. The Chariot reverse is the advice. I'll get to that in a second. Tower reverse, though, 2 of Pentacles reverse in the future position. I see you doing so much because you're afraid of like something not happening here. How do I explain this? I don't know how to explain this reading. I don't know how to explain this read. I see you here trying to do everything that you can do in a situation because there's a fear of like a disaster with the Tower reverse, or there's a fear of like tower moments happening here. And the King of Cups reverse is like, especially with this hollow bone teachability card, you're uncentered here spiritually and emotionally. So I'm just giving you, you can do whatever the fuck you want, Scorpio. But in order for, I feel like it's like you're not seeing something here. Like there's like something you need to either learn or like study or look more into, so that way you don't have like this fear around something. This could be very specific. This is probably not going to resonate with a lot of Scorpios, because you don't need to like rush something here, Scorpio. The 4 of Swords in the outcome position is needing to contemplate, meditate before like making a full-on head-on decision here with the World card reversed in the outcome. But you're never going to know what direction to go in unless you recenter yourself spiritually and emotionally. And what that can look like is maybe you need time to gather information. Maybe you need time to just sit and study yourself. I feel like this is very specific. I'm sorry, Scorpio. Because otherwise it's like you're operating from this frame of awareness of fear towards like you're trying to control everything, you're trying to maintain, like it's all because it's like you're afraid of tower moments happening or something not happening. So you may need time to like gather information here. When I say gather information, like this could be on yourself, on a situation, whatever the case might be, because it's like there's fear here. I don't even think it's like fear. It's like, it's really hard to explain. It's not like there's fear just taking over you. It's more so like there's just worries about things. Now, some of you just point blank simple, you may change plans here in the future if you just want, like, if you just want me to keep it simple, or if you just want me not be so dramatic about it, you could just be changing plans here in the future, and maybe having to reevaluate and like reschedule something here. It could just literally be that simple. Maybe it's a combination of all of that. So you could be rescheduling something here because you have a lot on your plate. You feel emotionally ungrounded and uncentered. You feel like maybe it's not a good direction. Maybe it's not a good idea to move in a certain direction. So it's like you could be rescheduling something here or dropping a commitment to a Pentacles reverse, Tower reverse. But I feel like that first message really wanted to come through. But if you need time, there's no rush here in a situation. Like, it's all going to work out. But it's like you're going to have to be adaptable. That's that teachability card. It's like having to be adaptable, like learn through real time, real experience of your situation. Like what's being reflected? What do you need to learn about it? What do you need to adjust? Like it's stuff like that. It's things like that, Scorpio. Maybe go watch Damon Darlin on Instagram. That dude's hilarious. Does anybody know who Damon Darlin is? You can look him up on Instagram. Things like that. All right, let's do Sag. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right, Sag, what do we got? Covenant, sacred contract. Maybe there's a contract here or something about a contract. Could be something karmic as well. When I say karmic, it doesn't necessarily mean bad. It could also be something dealing with your dharma as well, like your purpose here in this life too. Dharma and karma. Dharma and karma had a date. Let's see here, Sag. What do we got for Sagittarius? What is the overall energy here for Sag? You feel pressure to make a choice, Ophelia. If you're a Scorpio, then your best case scenario is when you're forced to make a decision, maybe don't make the decision. If you don't feel emotionally grounded and centered to make a decision, don't make the decision. Who cares if they get upset? Because at the end of the day, it's like you don't want to regret a decision. What is the overall energy for Sag? You pulled the 8 of Cups here. Some of you may have Scorpio in your placements. Some of you may be wanting to move here in the future, Sag. That's what I pick up. If it's not now, it could be in the future. So you could be looking at new places or new things to buy. Maybe some of y'all are going to Dubai. Let's see what's in the current energy for Sag. The Chariot reversed. I told you something about travel. It don't have to be travel, but let's see here. Kind of feel like you don't know what direction to steer the ship. It's all foggy. You may be wondering if you're on the right path. If you want confirmation, you are on the right path. What's the challenge here? Some of you, it's like something about a vehicle I pick up here as well that you're trying to figure out. Could be like a contract around a vehicle or just something about a vehicle here. 7 of Pentacles reversed. It's in the challenge. Some of you may be wondering, is it worth to... I'm just going to start channeling messages as they come through, and then I'm going to give you the overall point of the reading, what I see. But some of the messages here that I'm getting is some of you, it's like whether it's something in regards to a vehicle or a car. I don't know if it's you're needing to do something or you're trying to figure something out. Some of you, when it comes to like a vehicle or a car or just something here that you've invested in, you may be wondering, like, is it worth it to keep paying something? Or how could you pay for something? Or how could you do something better here? I'm gonna get to the larger point here, but I'll channel the messages that are coming through. What's in the future here? That was too many cards. It was like 4 or 5 cards. What's in the future position for Sag? Lovers reverse, 5 of Pentacles reverse. I'm also seeing you too. There's distance between you and a loved one. This could be a partnership. I didn't mean to say partnership. This could be a relationship or it could be a partnership here. Some of you, it's a fallout in a partnership, something dealing with business as well. If it's not that, if this is a love reading, I feel there's an energy here between you and this individual to where I think you guys both miss each other. It's like there's kind of like this yearning. Let me take a fucking break. There's this yearning for union between you and this person. It's on both sides. Now, maybe it's on one side, I don't know, but it feels like it's on both sides. Because the Lovers reverse is there's love in the situation, but it's not coming together. Or there's separation, distance, 5 of Pentacles, reversed, Chariot reversed. What's the advice here? We have the Devil reversed. I think you really have to look at the reality of a situation here. Also, pay attention to like the fine print. A lot of things are in the details here that you could be missing. What's in the outcome? You have the Seven of Wands reversed here. I just feel you are giving up on something. The Four of Wands reversed. Like it's not happening the way you want it to happen. So, you know, Seven of Wands reversed is like when you realize you're losing. It's an uphill battle, basically. With the Four of Wands reversed. Now, it could be wanting you with the Fool card. God, there's so many messages here. It could be, if you're dealing with a partnership and relationship, it may actually be wanting you to put some effort into the situation. Now, if you know you're putting a lot of effort into the situation, or if you just flat out don't want to put effort into a situation, I get it. But the Fool card at the bottom of the deck, Seven of Wands reversed, Four of Wands reversed. So things can happen here, but it's like it's going to take effort. So like if you want what it is that you want, then claim what it is that you want. That's the Seven of Wands. The Four of Wands reversed is like, there's still something positive that can happen, but there needs to be effort. Now, some of you, if you're on the outs with a person, and let's just say the situation didn't go good and you're done with this person, there's still love, I feel, in this situation, but I give it the Five of Pentacles. I actually feel like you guys both probably miss each other, but I feel like you just feel like, what's the point? Seven of Wands, Four of Wands reversed. Maybe you're tired of giving all the energy and the effort into it. Seven of Pentacles reversed in the challenge. Now, I have other messages here I'm going to get to in a moment, but the Devil reversed is the advice is like having to look at the reality of a situation, let go of control. And it's going to be what it's going to be with the Fool card at the bottom of the deck. What are the possibilities of whatever is going to happen is going to happen? Now, if you're dealing with something here where it's like, I don't know, if it's like something here that you own that you're trying to figure out, like, I don't know if it's like draining you financially or you're just trying to figure out how to do things better here. Some of you, I would not be afraid to lean on people for help with the Lovers reverse, Five of Pentacles. Like you probably can't do everything alone, and it could be your own pride getting in the way with the Seven of Wands reverse and the Four of Wands reverse. I know you probably don't want to hear that. You're probably telling me like, fuck you, but that's what I get here. So don't be afraid to rely on people that you can trust. Because Five of Pentacles sometimes says that you don't want to come across as like needy or desperate or be vulnerable. Like there's a vulnerability that you don't want people to see, that you're struggling. But I wouldn't be afraid to rely on people. The Devil reverse is like, stop trying to control the perceptions of things. Oh man, I'm really going there. Some of you, if you're dealing with a partnership, business ship here, or a business here, I see you two trying to work something out, but you can't get on the same page. So it's like you kind of may withdraw from the situation here for a little bit and retreat with the Eight of Cups upright. Now, if some of you are traveling here, you may travel alone. Or there's going to be a lack of coming together in a situation, I feel. I'm not sure why, but I still feel like you're going to go anyways. That's probably for someone, probably not for a lot of people, but yeah. Who's in Texas? I live in Texas. Big Texas, Tejas. Tejas here. If you're dealing with a person, this is, the Lovers can be like a soulmate. And you pull this Sacred Contract card. Y'all want me to tap into the spiritual more here? Y'all want me to tap more into the metaphysical, spiritual? You do have a Sacred Contract here with this person. It's like a soulmate. And I kind of get a, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of feel like you and this person may have unfinished business. Now, some of you may know, like, nah, this situation's over. It's over. It's done with. It's done. I closed the door on that, Austin. I get it. But I think some of y'all, it's like, you two ain't done yet. That's what I get with this. But I don't really see a lot of effort this week trying to make something happen. Some of you, if it's a marriage situation, I still feel things are up in the air. If it is a marriage you're dealing with, Sag, and I don't know, you two falling out, whatever the case might be, it's not over between you two. I kind of feel, now you both have free will. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, but I get that I wouldn't assume, I don't think anything's set in stone, but I wouldn't try to force any situations or anything like that. Kind of just see what plays out. All right, it's 2 Capricorn. was like 10 storylines. Did I do good? Can y'all give me some feedback? Did I do all right? I'm just kidding. All right, let's go to Capricorn. Cappies. Thank you, Denon. I appreciate it. All right, let's do Capricorns. Oh, thank you, Weird Gaming. I appreciate that. Let's see, Capricorn. Perfect storm, the courage to step into life. I just feel like everything's messy for Sag at this time with all the Pisces squares. I'm not laughing at y'all. I'm just, you know, thinking, shit messy. I dealt with that shit. Like the Pisces squares, fucking, oh my god. Y'all understand, I was dealing with Neptune square my fucking Mars and Saturn square my Venus for like a fucking year. I think I looked at it longer than that, actually. Like I have Gemini, right? Which opposite of Sag, so Pisces, both squares is. It's just like you could just feel confused. It's not even confusion. It's just more so this energy of I don't know. It's like you're kind of just having to yield more, and like the more you try to understand, it's like the further the answer gets away. So you just have to yield and let a lot of the answers come to you. All right, what is the overall energy here for Capricorns? Two of Cups reversed. Oh, Cappy. I mean, the good thing about it is like you can tap into a lot of spiritual energy, the Pisces squares. But yeah. I ain't gonna lie, when Neptune square my Venus, I was having a really good time. What's in the current energy? King of Swords. Let's see. What's going on, Capricorns? What's the challenge? Okay. 9 of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. See, now y'all want to know about me. Am I talking too much? The creative energy of Neptune can be fucking crazy. Capricorn. What's the advice for Two of Cups reverse is really coming out a lot. Queen of Wands. You may be stressed and worried or have anxieties and fears now, Sag or Capricorn. But I would take time. You may have to get a second opinion here or gather more information on a situation. Two of Cups reversed here. The Queen of Pentacles reversed in the future position. So there's a lack of agreement between you and a person emotionally. Or getting on the same page emotionally. Now, this doesn't have to be love. I kind of feel like it could be business for you, Capricorn, or work-related situations. King of Swords, though, you have the upper hand in this situation, or at least you're grounded and centered enough, and focused enough, and intelligent enough here, and have enough information here to be able to feel like you're in control of the situation when it comes to making decisions. So, like, if you feel like something isn't really adding up to the value here of where it is that it needs to be, then I would take some time. 7 of Swords, and the outcome is like, don't be afraid to maybe get a second opinion, relook at some things, take time here to gather more information, come up with a different strategy, approach. Because I see you worrying here, 9 of Swords, when you probably don't need to, with the Queen of Wands being the advice. I'm not saying you don't need to, right? But, you know, like you're gonna let it infiltrate your mind to the point where, you know, you could not sabotage things, but you could be letting some of these worries and fears control your actions and decisions. So I would say with the Queen of Pentacles, or sorry, with the Seven of Swords and the outcome, if you need time to, it could be avoid a situation. Maybe it's like avoiding something, but it's not necessarily like avoiding. It's just more so I need time to think and come up with a game plan. But Queen of Wands is the advice is be bold and confident, know your worth, value, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like listening to your intuition too. Read your exes. If this is an ex, I think you're trying to play it cool. King of Swords, Nine of Swords is like putting on a good poker face. I mean, if you just want to be honest, it'd be you trying to put on a good poker face, or vice versa, crosswatch or whoever. Two of Cups to not try to show that there's interest emotionally. Queen of Wands is the advice. Well, we'll get to the advice in a minute, but Queen of Pentacles reverse would be, it's basically not giving to the situation is what I feel. You know, Queen of Pentacles reverse is kind of being stingy with your energy. I'm not judging you. Seven of Swords is avoiding the situation, or even kind of playing games, trying to manipulate things, whether it's like perceptions and stuff like that. Or it could just be avoiding the situation. I mean, you asked, so deep, quiet meditation and stillness here. Yeah, I mean, if you're not sure about something, like if you can't come into resonance, or emotionally, it's like you're not getting on, whether it's you and yourself, you don't feel like you're on the same page, both parts of yourself in a situation, or if it's with a person here, be confident still in the situation, it's going to work out. But I would say, you know, maybe Seven of Swords is taking some time to come up with a different strategy and approach. I think Pisces energy, especially with Mars being here, especially with this energy, Pisces being in your third house. Now, third house doesn't have really a lot to do with strategy. I would say fifth house has more to do with strategy, but the third house can deal with like your skills and your intelligence. So, which is also the fifth. The fifth is like your intelligence, but it's more so like your skills. I would say third house has a lot to do with skills. And it also deals with like ambition and desires. Yes, of course, it deals with communication. But I would say like your approach on how you initiate things or start things or go after your desires is like you may need to, especially this week with all this third house energy for you, like Pisces having to be adaptable. So it's like having to read the situation. You have to read energy. So it's like you reading energy here this week in regards to what approach you should take to a situation. But you're definitely having to be adaptable. So if you're, and that's the Queen of Wands is the advice. It's more so the spontaneous expression. The best strategy is no strategy. Like if you're just set in a dogma of like, well, this is how it has to be, and this is how I usually go about it. It's like this Pisces energy, you're gonna get wrecked. It's like what you're gonna have to do is intuitively, because anything can apply with Pisces. That's like the beautiful part of Pisces. Because there's something can always work, but it just has to be the right circumstance. So I see you having to adjust to circumstances and change your approach, basically. That's what I'm getting with that. Let's go to Aquarius. So you have to be adaptable. And this is where Capricorn, you become the mystical sea goat. All right, let's do Aquarius. Aquarius, baby. There's a song coming to my mind, Aquarius. It's a couple different songs. Let's see which one applies first, though. There's a song called Rella. It's by Anderson .Paak. There, Austin, Texas. Too bad I don't live in Austin. I may be moving to Austin. Like, it depends. I gotta see what my brother's doing. What he's up to. Fallen Angel, Spiritual Narcolepsy. I was about to call you Pisces, so some of you got Pisces in your placement. Did you fall asleep spiritually, Aquarius? What happened? I feel like some of you may have an Icarus moment to where you flew too close to the sun and your wings got burned up and you fell. Let's see here. This could be saying too not to fall asleep spiritually. Aquarius. What is the overall energy here? Two of Cups reversed. Who else pulled this? Capricorn? So you may have Capricorn in your placements. Some of you may be like a card. I'm not going to say cusp because I don't necessarily believe in cusp. I mean, to some degree, it's like you can say there kind of is. But some of you may be like right on the borderline like Capricorn and Aquarius. I don't know if you're like a 20 or 0 degree Aquarius or something like that. You don't have to be, but or 29 Capricorn, 29 degree Capricorn. Two of Cups reversed. What's in the current energy for Aquarius? Oh, I can't pull it. What's in the current energy for Aquarius? Justice reversed. Damn. Let me pull this full spread. I have two messages coming through if you're dealing with a person, and then if you're not dealing with a person, it's just you. What's in the challenge? The challenge is the Two of Pentacles reversed. Trying to maintain something. What's in the future? Three of Wands reversed. What's the advice for Aquarius? 10 of Wands. Six of Cups in the outcome. Clarify the Three of Wands reversed here. Yoink. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Oh shit. What's the Six of Cups here? Page of Swords. I just got a really quick message that came through. Some of you are going to hear from an external source something that's going to make you happy. I'm not sure what it's about, or you find something out through an external source. It's nothing dramatic or like, oh my God, it's nothing like that. It's more so you could find something out through an external source, whether it's a person or something else. And it almost kind of feels like it's going to confirm something with the Six of Cups. I see you kind of being like making you feel warm inside, but you may not even display it to people, but it's like gonna make you feel some type of way, but in a good way. So that's just a separate message here coming through. All right, if you're dealing with a person here, Two of Cups reversed, Justice reversed, it's like you feel like the situation is obviously unfair here. Unfair. Oh, for me to say unfair, don't be afraid of a situation. You may feel like a situation is unfair. So it's like you're not getting your needs met in a situation, or there's just a lack of you two being able to work something out here. Two of Pentacles reversed. You may feel overwhelmed by it. It's like you may want to give up. But I will kind of say here, you know, the Ten of Wands upright is the advice. I mean, you have a choice. That's the thing about the Ten of Wands. So it's like you always have a choice. It's like, do you want to continue the situation or do you not? You literally have a choice. You can literally drop it or you can keep going. It just depends on if you think it's worth it. Three of Wands reversed, Nine of Pentacles reversed in the future position here. I see something really kind of weighing on you, Aquarius. I don't know if you feel like a situation is like taking your autonomy away or you think it's going to take your independence away. You feel like you're losing your freedom. Three of Wands reversed. Nine of Pentacles reversed. But I do feel you could actually work this situation out to where there's like either some type of communication or conversation here to where you feel as if, okay, maybe I had fears around this and maybe those fears are unwanted. So that's the first message I got here. Now, the other message I got, if this is you dealing with yourself here, yeah, you definitely trying to get a hold over things. I feel like you got a lot on your plate. And you may just be feeling like emotionally, just this. It's not a situation that's draining you, but you're just trying to establish order and balance in a situation. And you may also too, like this could be dealing with a situation to where it's like you're trying to be diplomatic as well in the situation and fair in the situation. Your advice is actually to keep going, not to give up here, even if you feel like things are uncomfortable. But you may need to rely on like a higher power here with this fallen angel, spiritual narcolepsy. I mean, it's anything that can help you have faith. Like I think Jupiter coming direct and just the Mercury trine Jupiter that we just had, it's like being able to have a larger frame of reference in regards to a situation. Because when we just have our blinders on, peaky blinders, when we just have our, didn't I say that last time for your clients? Because if you just have your blinders on, or if you're just blind to things in general, it's like you may not be seeing the bigger full picture here with the Three of Wands reversed in the future. So you may need to like find something that gives you something that allows for you to see the bigger picture here. Or maybe you need to rely on the divine or ask for divine assistance. Because I feel like you'll get strong confirmation here, Six of Cups, Page of Swords. Or your prayers will be answered. Or you'll just get some type of strong confirmation here that helps simplify your situation. And obviously too, because Jupiter is, Neptune, Jupiter energy is the dyad of like, you know, wisdom and spiritual wisdom, right? So maybe you need to seek spiritual wisdom, or maybe you just need to seek wisdom in the situation. Whether it's learning something, Jupiter about learning, growing. Now Jupiter's direct in Cancer, so you know it's like now Jupiter direct, even if there's not a lot of speed behind it. You can start to find the answers that help you see a bigger picture. But I feel like, but Jupiter being retrograde is like having to stay dedicated to finding this higher principle, like having to keeping the faith. Ten of Wands as the advice would be like that, basically. Now, I'm also seeing too, some of you, it's like money and stuff. Some of you may have a trip coming up. I think I said this to you last time, Aquarius. So where it's like you could be trying to figure out expenses in regards to a trip here coming up. Six of Cups, Page of Swords here. You could be getting help here, or you're finding certain information here that's simplifying things and reassuring you that things are going to be all right. That's a lot of that. That's what I got for you. Let's do Pisces. Last but not least, Pisces, and I'm going to answer Super Chat questions. I'm not going to be on here long answering Super Chat questions, so if you got a Super Chat question, go ahead and send it now because I'm going to try to get off here a little bit early. Or earlier. Pisces. Let's do Pisces here. Pulled heart, home, compassion. Home is what you make it. Heart, home, compassion. Have y'all seen Waterboy? Is that Waterboy? I know that's I think it's Joe Dirt. Anyways. Heart, home, compassion. Let's see. What is the Two of Swords here? Decisions. Decisions. What's in the current energy here? Temperance. Thank God, Pisces, because your last couple readings have been horrendous. I think you're finding balance. The last 3 readings that we did on the all signs. Two of Swords, Temperance, though, is finding more balance and rhythm. So let's see what this is about. What's the challenge here? The Sun card. What's in the future position for Pisces? The Knight of Wands reversed. Damn, Pisces. What's the advice? What's the advice for Pisces? 5 of Wands is the advice. Knight of Wands, Page of Cups. What's in the outcome here? The Justice card, last one. 9 of Cups reversed. I feel like you're trying to have compassion in a situation and empathy in a situation, Pisces. And I think you're trying to keep the peace for the most part. But I feel like something's bothering you. Something's bothering you, Pisces. And this may not make sense now. And it doesn't even have to be that dramatic. I just think there's something bothering you. Because look at this. 2 of Swords, overall energy. Temperance in the current energy. So you're just trying to maintain peace and balance, harmony in your life. And temperance has a lot to do with wisdom and wisdom surrounding compassion. The Sun card being in the challenge. 5 of Wands is the advice. But it's almost like you're not happy about something, but it's not even that extreme, right? The Sun card's always positive no matter what, but usually when it's in the challenge, it's like, something's just kind of, it's like you're happy, but something, you're also not happy about something. The 5 of Wands is the advice. 9 of Wands, Page of Cups with the compassion card. 5 of Wands is a card of like needing to express yourself. So I don't know if there's something you need to express or that you need to express yourself. Or maybe stand up for yourself, Pisces. Because the Knight of Wands, Page of Cups, instead of like, I'm just gonna be honest, I kind of see you being triggered by something. Hear me out for a second, because I don't think it's that dramatic. I think with the Knight of Wands, is like you're kind of upset about something still. Like something's kind of making you pissed off. Page of Cups, though, it's like you're being encouraged to have compassion. I don't know if you're dealing with an immature person, or if you're dealing with immaturity, or if you're just dealing with people that just have bad temperaments. You have the Justice card, Nine of Cups reversed here. Give me one more on this for Pisces. The Queen of Cups. I see some of y'all being like, I hope this person gets their karma or something like that. Oh, shit. You don't have to do anything. The Justice card says like whatever happened, or whatever this may be to a cross watcher for Pisces too, so just keep that in mind. But the Justice card is whatever happened. Like the Justice card is the moral arc of the universe, and it usually bends toward fairness, right? It has order, so it's recorded. So it's like you can't really escape karma, dharma, and all that stuff, whether it catches you in this lifetime, or the next lifetime, right? The Justice card is let the universe handle the situation. 9 of Cups is reversed with the Queen of Cups is you don't really need to really do much in the situation, but just keep your ground here, like your peace. Like if you need to express yourself or put up boundaries or whatever the case might be, of course. And sometimes that, now keeping the peace isn't always keeping the peace either with the 2 of Swords, Temperance, Sun card here. So if you need to express yourself, whatever the case might be, I would do it, but you don't have to do it in a reckless way. 9 of Wands reversed, Page of Cups is like do it in a more like compassionate way. I'll pull you one more card, Pisces. then I'm gonna answer super chat questions. Pull Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix here. I'm gonna pull you one more. You pull Crown Games, Right Use of Power. I'm telling you. Two of Swords also connect to the Justice card. It's Libra. You got Watchers Transpersonal, which is we're gonna go the very spiritual route with this. Watchers Transpersonal. So this is talking about guides, your spirit guides, God, the divine. I have another message with that as well. I'll talk about in a second. But yeah, it's like all you have to do is live your life, Pisces, and enjoy your life. And if you need to express yourself or put up boundaries or anything like that, then do that. Because keeping peace isn't always keeping the peace. But instead of reacting from a place of being triggered, because one thing I'm kind of seeing here is like, I don't know if this is you. This could be to a cross watcher of Pisces. I kind of get both. I get both in regards to Pisces watching me. That, especially with a lot of Pisces energy in the astrology, people will feed off passive aggressiveness, right? So they'll be passive aggressive and they'll wait for your reaction. And then when they get a reaction out of you, they'll make it seem like it's your fault. Then you're the bad guy. Then you're the bad person. So it's like the Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands, like not allowing yourself to be emotionally triggered. Because then they can manipulate the situation. And be like, why are you acting like that? They'll pinpoint why you're upset, but the reason why you're upset is because they're passive aggressively doing things that are pissing you off. So this Justice card, Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups, is not to let it disturb your emotional peace. And like just, you have to keep things together. So I hope that helped. All right. We're going to answer super chat questions. When dealing with passive aggressive people, the best thing you can do is to not play into what they want you to do, which it's hard. So you have to have emotional strength. And we're all human, right? So we can all be a little bit passive aggressive, but yeah, I'm talking about like dealing with like extremes of passive aggressive. All right, let's do super chats. I'm gonna go ahead and answer the super chats. That's gonna conclude this video. I appreciate all of you for being here. Thank you for all the support, the likes, and participating in the chat. I'm gonna answer super chat questions. Let's go ahead and jump in. Pisces. Bye Pisces. Bye everyone. BW. What is this BW? Oh, Be Weird Gaming. Will I be successful with this YouTube channel going on 9 years? So much uncertainty going on with YouTube. Can you tell me for Be Weird Gaming here? Will I be successful with this YouTube channel going on 9 years? So much uncertainty going on with YouTube recently. Five of Pentacles reversed. Two of Swords reversed. Eight of Cups here. I'm going to say, I think you will be successful. Here's my, what I'm seeing though. I think you may transition to do something else. Now, this doesn't have to be immediate, and this doesn't have to be something that also makes you like be fearful, but you may walk in a different direction. Because I don't know if it's now or coming up in the future. The Two of Swords reversed can be like when you're in between a rock and a hard place, and it's like you got to make a choice, the lesser of two evils. And the Five of Pentacles reversed is, the Five of Pentacles reversed can actually signify coming out of a difficult period, right? So like if you're struggling, it's like you can see improvements, but I'm kind of still seeing you here feeling like you're stuck. Feeling like you need to make a new decision about a new direction, Eight of Cups. But it's the, you know, having to do something unfamiliar, Eight of Cups, or enter into the unknown. Ten of Cups upright, Nine of Pentacles reversed, though. I'm seeing at the bottom of the deck here. So I feel like things will be fine. But you could find more abundance with trying a different route or revenue. I don't know if it's like Kick or Twitch or, you know, there's a bunch of different streaming platforms out there. I'm not sure exactly what you do for YouTube, but, or it could just be other avenues of social media, right? So that's what I get. That's what I get for you, Be White or Be Weird Gaming. Because I'm kind of seeing you 9 years, like maybe it's like, maybe, I kind of get it's you though. It's like you want to kind of go a different route, but maybe you're afraid of opening up to the unknown. It's like you feel like maybe there's more success in another area. And you actually may be right about that. I don't see necessarily you failing at what you're doing, but I see you just kind of feeling like you could have more or do more. But will you be successful? I would think. Yeah, I still see you being successful. All right, injure. I don't even know how to say that. Injure, bonite. I don't know how to say your name. I'm gonna say injure. Gemini here struggling with decisions. When can I expect to feel some clarity? The Tower. King of Wands, I would say pretty soon. Tower, King of Wands, upright. I would say pretty soon. Also, too, sometimes clarity comes through movement as well. So, like if you're, I feel like it could be actually really soon with the Tower and the King of Wands. Maybe like very unexpected as weird. What did I just say? Maybe unexpected, that's weird. So maybe it happens in an unexpected, weird way. Or just it happens, it could be very unexpected, but I feel like it could be very soon. But it could also come through action with the King of Wands that sometimes we build like fortresses around ourselves to protect ourselves because we're afraid to make a decision. But sometimes just by making a decision to you know, advance in some direction can actually bring clarity itself too. So I would keep both in mind here. So I'd say it's really soon. What do we got? Will my Gemini rider's husband get the job he's going for? All right. Wait, is that the right person? Yeah, Princess. Will my Gemini rider's husband get the job he's going for? Let's see. Will my Gemini's rider's husband get the job he's going for? Can you tell me here for Princess? Will my Gemini rising, gotcha. All right. Will they get the job? It didn't let me pull the card. Hold on. Can you tell me for Princess? Six of Swords. Will they get the job that they're going for? Let's say yes, Six of Swords and the Empress. Both upright, yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they'll have to travel for it. If they don't, you know, no big deal. But I think, I'll say yes. I get a strong yes. So things will move forward with the Six of Swords. Give me 1 second. Tanzi, how you doing, Tanzi? Austin, kindly advise what to invest at this time, like crypto, Bitcoin. Let's take a look here, Tanzi. If you're like panicking right now, Tanzi, about things, I think things will be all right. I think all this messy Pisces energy, probably people are panicking, like, what do I do with my investments? Pisces kind of just maybe needing to chill out. All right, let's see. What can you tell me here for Tanzi? What should they do? Death card. Honestly, Death card, upright, and 9 of Wands reversed. I mean, I think for one, you're going to have to rely on your own intuition to make decisions. But I think that Death card, 9 of Wands reversed is, some things may be kind of out of your control. I mean, we're kind of like in the middle of eclipses too. It's kind of hard for me to really answer that question, Tanti. I'm going to be really honest with you. I can answer another question for you, but it's really, like, for me to give you a clear answer on that, I'm not getting it, like, with this. So I can answer another question, and I'll just be straight up with you. I usually don't even do like investment reads or stuff like that, because that's just not my forte. So I'll answer another question for you, because I feel like that's only fair. I think so many things are so unpredictable right now. It's like, you just kind of like, I don't know, if it was me, I would just wait and just see what the fuck happens. Are you here, Tanzi? I'll answer another question for you. Ibani. Let's go to Ibani, though. What is the wisest way for me to move forward in my career right now? What's the wisest way for Ibani to move forward in their career right now? Ibani. Let's see. Can you tell me here for Ibani? What is the wisest way for me to move forward in my career? Can you tell me for Ibani? Yeah. Let's see. King of Swords. Eight of Swords. Try to pull a card, didn't come out. Nine of Wands reversed, double reversed. For one, I wouldn't do anything impulsive. You know, King of Swords is, You're gonna have to really operate from a very strategic point. You know, King of Swords is like really relying on your intelligence. I mean, of course, we should always be doing that, but it's being emphasized here, especially with the Eight of Swords, because it's Gemini. Gemini deals with intelligence. So if I were you, honestly, King of Swords, Eight of Swords, especially Eight of Swords being here, is like you don't know what you don't know at this time, and the Eight of Swords always wants you to question like what it is that you do know. So the Eight of Swords could be to where we're carrying beliefs around that we think are true, but we need to like question our beliefs or question some of the limiting beliefs that we have. Devil. For one, I wouldn't do anything impulsively. Knight of Wands reverse, Eight of Swords here. Don't act before you have clarity. So if you need time, this is the vibe I get a lot with this Pisces season, is like needing time to gather information. Like what I mean by that is you may need time to really think things through before like acting impulsively or assuming things. King of Swords says now's the time for you to like really use the power of your intellect when it comes to making decisions. And with the Eight of Swords, I think really for you, it's like questioning your limiting beliefs. Knight of Wands reversed and the Eight of Wands. Like you could be carrying beliefs that you think are true, but they're not, but they're so ingrained. So it's like you could be unaware of it. And that could be limiting you here. But also another strong message I get here, Bonnie, is to like give yourself time to really think things through. I know that's why you're coming to me, because you're asking like, well, how? I think with the Eight of Swords is you have to really, the Knight of Wands reverse, you're gonna have to really take your time with thinking things through is what I feel this is the message that's coming through. Also questioning your limiting beliefs. Knight of Wands reverse, Eight of Wands upright, King of Swords. And if you're not sure at this time, like there's like a lot of noise. Eight of Swords is like noise. Like there's a lot of noise. Like I think the thing with being in Pisces season at this time is like you may need to contemplate it and reflect a little bit more about like what you're thinking about. Because I feel like there's like a lot that you're thinking about. So the thing with Pisces is it's whether it's a thought or a belief, it's like you don't have to like literally meditate, but you can. But it's like it's just to seek introspection and reflection on the thought or the belief itself. And what that's going to do is it's going to make you start looking for the answers. So it's like you're going to be guided by some invisible force, right? You could say that like Pisces, like you're guided by your intuition. And it's through stillness and silence, I feel like you're going to be able to make a firm, strong decision about how to move forward in your career. But I think a lot of it is like questioning your limiting beliefs or, like your limiting beliefs that you have. Because there may be things that you really want or things that you really want to do, but you may be feeling as if you can't do them, Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands, or you're not capable of doing it, King of Swords. But you actually are with the King of Swords. So that's what I got for you, Bonnie. Tanzi, you're back. I didn't answer your question because honestly, I'm not a financial advisor. And two, it's kind of hard to really answer that question. So I'll answer another question for you. All right, Jen, I'm a Sag trying to decide between a Virgo and a Taurus. Any advice? Well, let's take a look. What can you tell me here for Jin, please? Let's have it for Jin, baby. Jin. Let's see. Jin, I'm sad trying to decide between a Virgo and a Taurus and the advice. What's the overall energy for Jin? The Hierophant reverse. Which one are you more compatible with? Or which one do you have? The Hierophant could be like beliefs, values. Do you have the same morals, values, principles, beliefs? It really boils down to that, I feel. Because ultimately it's going to be those things that I feel for you in your instance that really acts as a stabilizing point for the relationship. Like if it were to move into something like more committed. What's the current energy? You have the 4 of Wands here. Well, at least you got freedom of choice here. It's like you kind of got... You got freedom of choice. So let's see, what is your challenge? You have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. In the future here. 2 of Cups reversed. What's the advice? The advice is a Judgment reversed. Who's the Virgos for 12 years? Damn, this is difficult one, huh? I would say the advice of the whole situation is it really does boil down to similarities between like beliefs, values, morals, principles. I mean, sometimes you're not always gonna have like the same like values and stuff like that, but you know, as long as it's not like a large enough difference, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's in regards to the one that you have where there's more compatibility when it comes to belief structure. The Hierophant is Taurus, but then I also got Virgo here, Queen of Pentacles. And at the 4 of Wands in your current energy. Who are you having more fun with right now? I'm gonna ask you that question. Who are you having more fun with right now? With this 4 of Wands upright. Like, who are you having more fun with? Maybe that's, I don't know, maybe having fun with both, I don't know. Because I would say with the Judgment reversed as the advice is, I wish I had more context of the situation. The Taurus and you are both spiritual. It may be the Taurus, honestly. It may actually be the Taurus. And I don't even think it's because you're both spiritual. I don't think it has anything to do with it. But I kind of do pick that up, the Taurus. That this Judgment reverse is probably like a reconciliation trying to happen between you and the Virgo also at the same time. 2 of Cups reverse is in the future position. I kind of still see you in a rock and a hard place in regards to this situation. That you're going to have to... I mean, you're going to have to really listen to your intuition on this one, but it could be the Taurus, actually, is what I pick up. But also, you know, the Virgo, maybe you two need to reconcile something. That's what I pick up. All right, give me 1 second. I think I got water in this the room. It's my water. Water boy. Gatorade. H2O.
H2O.
Gatorade. I don't know where my water's at. Where's that, Poppers? Yeah. All right, one second. You're like nothing I ever known. All right. What is next for Maria? I feel like we could have a future, but the Virgo is safe. Yeah, I can really, it could go really either or with that situation. I think it really boils down to compatibility and like where it doesn't necessarily have to be belief systems, but there's something about like values, principles, and like ethics. Like whatever situation has that the strongest, I feel that's the one. Madi, how you doing, Madi? What's next for Madi? Oh yeah, you did. All right, hold on. Let me go to Tanzi real quick because, yeah, Tanzi, what do you say here? Thank you, I appreciate you so much. Am I on the right track and trusting my intuition right now? And are all the signs coming? Are they on the right? Okay, I got you, Tanzi. Tanzi, what can you tell me for Tanzi? Are they on the right path? And all the signs are they getting? Are they correct here? Over the abundance. Can you tell me here for Tanzi? Okay, here. 9 of Wands reverse, 4 swords upright. Was it a $5 super chat or is it? Oh, okay, well, I would say yes. And in fact, with the 4 swords here, I still think you need to let clarity still come to the forefront before like making decisions, like strong decisions. But I think with the 4 swords, I'm going to say yes here because the 4 swords is needing to slow down and needing to be in a space of awareness so you can allow for clarity to enter in. Sometimes like when we're trying to do things or force things, or we're just too caught up in doing so many things or trying to do so many things that we're not getting the proper guidance, right? So, or we don't have the proper awareness. So I'm going to say yes, but I'm also going to say to still allow for things to unfold. Like just even if you think you may know, like still take time, a little bit more time to just see, really, really see. So hope that answered your question. All right, Madi, what's next for Madi? What is next for Madi here? Madi. What's next for Madi? Can you tell me here for Madi? Ace of Swords. 5 of Pentacles reversed. Well, I feel you could be getting clarity around a situation involving money. Or you could be receiving news about like money, finances, resources here. But I'm also just seeing too a shift in your perspective. 5 of Pentacles reverse is like getting out of the victim mentality. I'm not calling you a victim, but the 5 of Pentacles reverse is when we are struggling, but we're also realizing at the same time that struggle is coming to an end. And so with the Ace of Swords, it's like a fresh perspective or a fresh insight, a fresh a fresh understanding or just new insight, new information that brings clarity, and it confirms to you that you're moving out of a difficult period, whether it's financially or a home situation. It can be really any situation. So that's what I get for you, Marty. Danny, what is my advice for moving forward and not moving forward with Eddie? Thanks, Austin. Can you tell me here for Danny? Not coming through. Can you tell me here for Danny? King of Cups. Two of Cups here. Honestly, I would go with the flow of things, but it's a really good reading. I wouldn't overthink things either. King of Cups is just telling for you. So that's for you to operate from a frame of like unconditional love without expectation. And honestly, I would devote your energies to this person. And it's really like loving without expectation. It's like unconditional love. It's a card like spiritual and emotional maturity and being adaptable in situations. And just kind of being in that strong, mature frame when it comes to things. The Two of Cups being here, is to continue to give to the situation. I'm not sure how things are going between you and this person, but what I will say is that if they're going good, they're going to keep going good. They could even get better. But if they're not so good right now, they could get better here. But there is a strong message of unconditional love, loving without expectation, not letting things become like transactional in the relationship. Like if you do it, do it from the kindness of your heart. That's how you know you're really in love with someone. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, that's what I get here. Maybe it's just me though. Like when I truly love someone, I'll just do it because I want to do it. I don't even think I just do it because I want to do it. Without needing something. So that's what I get. Danny. You're feeling confused and hurt right now. If I were you, you may have to kind of yield to the situation or surrender. It's like you don't have to give up in the situation, but I would take time to establish get grounded, King of Cups, and to let the person come to you is what I pick up. But yeah, also too is you want to make sure the relationship's reciprocal. But I kind of get I don't know if it's the temperament of the person that you're dealing with. I don't know if they have mood changes or, I think it's just realizing with the King of Cups that we're all human. So when you're in a relationship with a person, sometimes they're going to be in a bad mood. Obviously there's a difference between someone walking all over you, right? I hope we can discern the difference. But sometimes if you're dealing with a person, maybe sometimes they don't want to talk. Maybe sometimes they just want to be in their own world or whatever the case might be. You just got to let them. You can't can't have an expectation of what they should be doing because that's not the King of Cups, right? But I'm not saying you're doing that, but you get what I'm trying to say? All right, let's do Honey Mountain. I think, yeah, that's the thing. I think you're in a are you a Scorpio, Danny? If you're in this energy of fear in the situation, and you were hitting it off, right? Then it's now it's it could be fear. It could be making you kind of feel, it could be, I'm not saying it's abandonment issues, right? That's not what I'm trying to say. I'll speak from my experience, right? Sometimes people who have abandonment issues, or you didn't grow up, you didn't have love really modeled correctly for you. It's you could be unconscious to your fears, and your fears could ruin things that aren't even that big of a deal. So I'm not saying it's not a big deal, but you get what I'm saying, Dan. So if I were you, I would just kind of chill out, give the person space, whatever they need, like, and then let them come to you. Or you can follow up them, whatever. But, you know, like, I think it's like sometimes like we'd be in the mindset of like things are going well, what's going on? It's not predictable. Like, and it can mess it up. Like it just, I'm not saying it's like you're the one that's in the wrong or you're doing something wrong, Danny. That's not what I'm saying. But I hope you get what I'm trying to say. I think I need to pull you one more card because actually, yeah, the Fool card is like being open to the possibilities, needing to be adaptable and spontaneous, and kind of being carefree. You know, like not carefree like you don't care, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, Danny? All right, let's do Honey. Will Gemini X or new Taurus ever reach out that I bet Honey Mountain's like, okay, get to my question. Will Gemini X or new Taurus ever reach out that they want to be with me, or should I vanish from the planet? Damn, so dramatic. I like it though. Will Gemini X or new Taurus ever reach out that they want to be with me, or should I vanish from the? What can you tell me here? Oh, he came over. Oh, okay, I got you, Danny. Yeah, I mean, Two of Cups is like needing to trust with the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is talking about trust and interpersonal relationships. So, yeah. All right, what do we got for Honey? Will the Taurus or Nine of Cups, they will reach out. The Fool card. Who's reaching out though? It's the Taurus I feel is reaching out. It could be either one, but I get one of them reaching out. Nine of Cups, Fool card, World card reversed. You have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It could be both of them at some point. If I were you, it's not that you have to like vanish, but I think the thing is the Nine of Cups and the Fool card is like, you just kind of have to live your life. No matter, like, because you could really want to talk to the person, or you can be hoping for something, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, yeah, you could have the desire to really talk to the person and you can hope for it. But at the end of the day, it's like when it comes down to like you needing to still live your life, you know, I would just live your life and have a good time. And with the Fool card, it's not about like not caring, because it's like at the end of the day, you care. But you can but it's like not letting it take away from your enjoyment and presence of life. Because like once you become selectively focused on one thing, you cut off all the possibilities, the Fool card, of other things happening in your life that could be even better. So with the World card, it's definitely not finished between both of them. I think both of them could actually reach out to you soon. I do pick up Taurus, the Taurus though, reaching out to you. All right, Princess. I've always had an interest in astrology. Should I pursue it? I feel like people look down on it, but I enjoy it. It's the only thing I have. Yeah, people look down on it until they need genuine guidance, or like, all right, let me listen to this astrological motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, some people just have different belief systems. It's nothing you can do. Should Princess Two of Cups? I get a strong yes. I get a strong yes. Also, you have the Two of Cups upright, and then the Queen of Wands reversed. You know, you can't let people mirror back your joy. Like, you don't need other people's validation and approval to do what it is that you want to do. One thing that's coming up, Queen of Wands reversed, is like insecurity. You know, when it comes to identity. And so I feel like as long as you like address that or really look at that, you know, I feel like it won't really be an issue the way it is kind of for you at this time. But I would say yes. I get a strong yes. Because you can't like mold yourself to everybody. It's like, you know, you're not going to be happy Queen of Wands reversed. So that's what I got. I think I'm going to hop off of here. I got stuff to do. This Pisces season is something else though, because it just kind of, I get, the energy is very. I think one thing being an astrologer is like not to shove astrology down people's throat that they don't care, right? Like, because like when you're first an astrologer, well, this is my personal experience, right? Like when you do astrology at first, it's like you kind of want to talk about it all the time. Some people are interested, some people don't care, some people may be interested. So it's like, not being like annoying with it. I think the one thing cool being about an astrologer is like just understanding, for lack of a better word, just like the energy of like how, like what's unfolding. So it allows for you to be able to just have a better sense of awareness of things. And I think the one thing we see a lot in the spiritual or astrology community is like people thinking that because they know astrology, they're like a god now. When, it's not the case. It's like astrology's been around forever. It's like, but it just allows for you to see. Like for instance, if you know it's a Mars square Uranus transit that day, it's probably best not to take things to the extreme. But if you don't know that, and then you fucking act out of irrationality or just like you're super impulsive and you just fly off the handle and the situation just becomes horrible, you probably could have avoided that if you knew it was Mars square Uranus. You get what I'm saying? Like maybe I shouldn't do that if you fucking did it anyways. Like, I think the coolest thing about astrology is like when you actually trust the astrology and then you see like things shift in real time. You're like, holy fuck, that's crazy. It's kind of a trip. I just do Brenda here. Like astrology can be really good for like windows of opportunity to launch things. If you know astrology really well, you can understand investments and money stuff. I don't do financial astrology, but I know it. Or like if launching something and then needing for it to get like notoriety or attention or needing it to like do well, like you can time stuff with astrology. Brenda, is tarot reading in my future? If not, Austin, I have a beautiful collection for sale. Okay, or other types. All right, what can you tell me for Brenda? If you really want to understand astrology, I would highly recommend Vic Carr's book, The Beautiful Rationale Philosophy of Astrology. I think that's what it's called. And that will like really show you like, oh, astrology is actually built into everyday life. Like you can't really escape it. But it's a lot more than that. All right, Brenda, is tarot reading in their future? Knight of Cups reversed. Lovers. Queen of Wands reversed. It could be. I think, Lovers is about making a choice, but having to be honest with that choice. Is it the path you want to go down? Like, do you feel called to that path? Because the Knight of Cups would be your emotional interest, right? What you're passionate about, specifically with the Queen of Wands here reversed. But it's whether or not your heart's really in it. If it's not really in it, then it's maybe not the path. And so you can make a different choice to go down a different path to the Lovers. But I also feel like it's not. If I had to say, it is kind of a part of your path, but it's about whether or not you want to devote yourself to that path. I think we have multiple paths. So is it in your future? It could be if you really wanted it to be. I think that's the beautiful thing about like free will. It's like you could, like for instance, like free will and destiny. Like you always have your free will to do what it, how do I say this? Because free will is like there is free will, but there's not free will. Like, you have free will to make your own decisions and choices in regards to situations that arise in your life. But it's like what you do with your free will. Because let's just say if your future is like your destiny, you're destined to be a tarot reader, but instead you chose your free will to go be a painter or something, right? Well, your destiny was to be a tarot reader, but you, with your own free will, you went to go be a painter instead. So it's just like, it's just what it comes down to, your free will. Like, fate can create circumstance. So like let's just say you want to be a tarot reader, but like you struggle with it for whatever reason. Like, it's just struggle. A lot of the times people will be like, well, I guess I'm not destined to be a tarot reader. Now, sometimes you need to know when to like disengage from something that really truly isn't working. But sometimes it could just be all part of the process too. So that's what I got. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there, y'all. I'm done taking super chats. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. I appreciate everyone. But I think the one thing about astrology, if you're gonna be an astrologer, it's like you don't always have to look at the astrology every second. Like, you gotta live your life too. Like, it's always interesting though with astrology. What I've learned over the years is that you tend to get like the intuitive hit of like when to look at the astrology. So like, I may feel like one day I'm like, I don't know why I feel like I need to look at my progressions. I'll look at my progressions and I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. And then maybe I'll see something like in the future or something. But if you're just like so anally focused on, I need to be in control over every event, I need to make sure that I'm always on top of the astrology. It's like you can't do that. You're gonna trip over your own 2 damn feet. That's what I've learned over the years. But like, sometimes if you're going through like a really hard transit, like, I don't know, like if it's a really hard transit that you're gonna be going through for like a year or something, you know, then you can like check it more often and be like, okay, what's going on? Yeah. All right. I'll see y'all later. Or like, if you know like there's about to be an eclipse, well, it's probably a good idea. Let's just see how it's going to affect my chart. Let me look at the eclipse. So you have an idea of like, okay, what may unfold. But you're never going to be able to always like have it right. But the concepts and themes of what's going on, what's interacting, will play out, but it may not play out the way you think it's going to play out. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I'll see y'all later. Bye, everyone. It's called The Beautiful Rationale of Astrology. It's by Victor Carr. A really good book on just how actually astrology is very rational. It's very rational. It's not just like some whimsy thing. It's actually very rational. And it explains it beautifully. So, all right. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all later.